well overdue for a spooky book review, so here we go. Wales is a land full of dark legends, unexplained phenomena and ancient stories of the supernatural. So here are just a few books that will help you get firmly into the spirit of spooky season. Welsh Ghostly Encounters by Jane Pugh. So this is a collection of 48 stories, if I counted correctly, of ghostly encounters in Wales, both old and more recent. All of them are apparently true stories from real places that you can visit here in Wales. So as you can see, it's a fairly slim paperback. How it holds 48 stories, I do not know, but it does. And just to give you a taster, some of the story titles in here are Hag of the Mist, Welsh Death Omens, The Ghost of Owain Glyndŵr, The Spectre on the Wall, The Severed Hand, An Ancestor Pays a Visit, and Phantoms of the Glen. So it's a small book, but it is packed, and these stories do not disappoint. Definitely one for spooky Halloween stories, whether you're alone and scaring yourself senseless, or, you know, reading them aloud with friends by candlelight of a dark evening. That's a great book. So next we have Supernatural Wales by Alvin Nicholas. Now, if you are a paranormal investigator or interested in paranormal investigations, this is the book to have if you are based in Wales or wanting to investigate hauntings in Wales specifically, or if you're simply interested in hearing about all the spooky goings on in Wales, because there generally is a lot of paranormal activity in Wales. Excuse my squeaky chair, it is very squeaky. So this is essentially an A to Z guide of Welsh ghosts, hauntings, strange animals, weird creatures, mysteries, haunted castles, haunted houses, lake monsters, ghost ships, vampires, werewolves, sea serpents, mysterious lights and phantom armies. So this is a book that actually inspires the reader to investigate further, because it also provides Ordnance Survey grid references and an index of places to help you locate these sites of interest, which include the Witch Lakes of the Brecon Beacons, the Llys Werney Dogs of Darkness, and the Hound of the Baskervilles. Now, according to the information here, the village of Clive near Hay-on-Wye in Powys aims to be the location of the real Baskerville Hall, which is now the Baskerville Hall Hotel. And it was originally called Cliro Court and was built on the Baskerville estate by Thomas Myners Baskerville for his wife Elizabeth in 1839. Now, apparently Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was a family friend and frequent visitor, and it is said to be haunted by the Black Dog of Hergest. So if you are a Sherlock Holmes fan like me, this is the place, this is a place you can actually visit. And I live in Wales, and I had no idea about this place until I read this book. And so, you will find lots of surprising information that you might not have known before in this book. So next we have Haunted Cardiff and the Valleys by South Wales Paranormal Research. Now, this book, as the title suggests, specifically focuses on the ghostly goings-on in Cardiff and the surrounding valleys. There are accounts of ghostly cars, cloaked figures, unexplained footsteps, haunted pubs, clubs and hotels, and the ghosts that walk the local castles. Now there are a lot of castles in Wales and most of them are haunted. So, you know, it's all in here. So it also has information on the South Wales Paranormal Research Group, and I will provide a link in the description box below if you want to check that out. Last but not least, this is a relatively new publication. It's only been out a few weeks, I think. The Folklore of Wales, Ghosts by Delith Bader and Mark Norman. So in here you will find stories of holy ghosts of the clergy, spectral beasts, water spirits, poltergeists and death omens. Now this book holds a large selection of ghostly accounts, some from original Welsh texts that have been translated into English for the first time, it says here. So these stories range from tales of the distant past right up to the present day. And a short example here is that, you know, tales of strange ladies or maidens emerging from lakes and wells are quite common in Wales. And this particular one is known as Lake of the Maiden'S Cry. And it's a bit of a tragic story of a young girl who was engaged to be married, but her fiancé was in love with someone else. And he apparently threw her into the lake so he could be free to marry someone else. And ever since, the surrounding community has been disturbed by a ghost that shows itself in various guises, sometimes as a half-naked young lady rising out of the lake, sometimes or you know, sometimes it comes down the River Colwyn like a wheel of fire, amongst other things. So this book is really well researched and written, and if you are a folklore addict, it is the book of the moment, and you should definitely check it out. So try not to give yourselves nightmares if you are planning on reading any of these stories. I did read that last book late into the night one day last week and kind of wished I hadn't the next morning. I'll say no more about that. So if you're new to this channel, please feel free to subscribe, like and share. I am the Red Lady and I will see you soon.